So it kind of sucks, especially where like when my nose gets clogged and stuff. It makes it so much worse. So sneezing is bad because that instantly clogs me up. But that's why you usually see me on stream with a lot of drinks or something to like munch on. That's why I tend to munch on stream a lot too. Is it stops I guess the irritation of the back of my throat. But back to the FPS and stuff. Like it's crazy how different it is depending on what system you're playing on. Because like, and I don't mean to like shit on mobile gamers, because mobile gaming is gaming, like 100%. I will never say it's not, and people who say it's not are just idiots, because no matter what game you play, gaming is gaming.
What is he doing?
Regardless.
Reciting a poem, apparently.
But
Just
like
let him
when people who do really good on shooters and like battle royals and stuff while playing on mobile, thinking they're just as good as people on console or PC, are just they're delusional. Like, I remember when I first started getting into battle royals, and like I was big into PUBG. Might have to get something to eat in a second. But I was big into PUBG. And friggin' like I used to play on mobile all the time, and like it was ridiculous because I'd get there and I'd do really good on mobile. And I know, and I'm not one of those people that's delusional that thinks like every lobby is like, you know, crazy cracked people, but like I used to do really good, like even after the bots were gone. Because a lot of the time when you're playing battle royals and stuff like that, a lot of your initial lobbies are bots. Like, they're just not real players. They're computer controlled, just because they don't want to make everything too hard. Oh, there's a chest in here. But like, you know, I got decent. I did, you know, I'd get a fair bit of kills, and I used to win a lot. And then it got to the point where is this owl Hoodle? But then like PUBG came out on console, and like I'm a huge console gamer. Like, I love consoles, I love my controller, which is why I love the fact that I can just plug controllers into my PC. But friggin' when I went from mobile on PUBG to console for PUBG, oh my sweet fuck. The difference in skill went from here to fucking here. And like I already knew like PC controls versus console controls is like an even bigger jump. So like I couldn't even fucking imagine playing PUBG on fucking PC. Who? I'm an owl. But like it's the same as like it's the same as playing Call of Duty. Like, you want to play on mobile? That's fine. Like, I had a fucking blast when Call of Duty came out on mobile for like the Battle Royale and stuff. Like, I was fucking shitting on people. Play on fucking console? Nope. Like, I'm bad on console as is with friggin' Battle Royals, and like,
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
and going from friggin' really, like, I played obviously the Battle Royale on console first because it was a while before they put it out on friggin' mobile. But like friggin' going to mobile and being like crazy and then switching back to console, and it's like, yeah, no, you're not nearly as good as you think you are. Exactly. I'm the same way. Like, mobile streaming is really good. Like, there's a lot of games that you can't, like... Well, you could probably find, like, a port for PC for mobile games, but there's a lot of mobile games that are really, really good. And same with thing with you, like, I love retro games. That's why, like, one of the big, like, stream ones I have right now is Final Fantasy, because, like, a lot of Final Fantasy is one of my favorite series. Square is by far my favorite company for video games. Because I'm an RPG person. Exact, like, I understand that one, like, I'm never, like, you know, PC is better, Xbox is better, PlayStation is better. Like, the people that fight over that stuff are just, are kids, in my opinion. Like, even if you're a grown adult, if you're fighting over which platform is better to play on, you're a child. You really are. Like, sorry if that, like, offends somebody that might be watching from somewhere right now, but they're all for gaming. Like, yes, PC, you're going to get better graphics, 100%. Like, and if you get, like, you know, spend a ridiculous amount of money to get, like, a jacked PC that runs everything perfectly, like, you're going to have a little bit better of a time. Like, yeah, I can understand that, but you have to usually put a lot of work and money into a PC to get it to play things 100% perfection. Like, I don't even care if you sit there and you, piece by piece, wait for things to go on sale to, like, build your, like, dream PC. It's just not, like, you have to sit there and, you know, bide your fucking time until you're able to play those games like that. Or you have to shell it a money, or both. Like, sometimes just waiting for deals still isn't going to save you a ton of money in getting, like, the godly PC of doom. Yep. Exactly. Like, if you're on console, the console is built to play it. Like, you're not going to get, you know, you might not get, like, 60 frames a second depending on the game, like, and depending on the console. Like, 100%, like, you might not get, like, a perfect quality graphics, but you're going to get, like, you're still going to get top of the line experience. Like, the consoles are built for that. It's the same when, like, people sit there and complain when a game comes out now and it's not perfection and there's glitches and stuff. Like, when Cyberpunk came out, Cyberpunk's launch was a fucking travesty. The fact that they had to refund people is, like, sad. But it's because, you know, they pushed it. Exactly. Like, I don't, like, they shouldn't have pushed it when they could. The only thing that could really run it was, like, a very, very exceptional PC. And even still, it crashed and had problems because it just wasn't programmed to work properly. There were too many bugs. Ooh, that's good. Almost spilling stuff. And then in the same aspect, spilling some juice everywhere, guys. Gotta clean up some shit. And, like, in the same aspect, it only worked just as well on the newer tier consoles, which is what they were building it for. They were building it so that you could see the power of, like, next gen console, which is why I don't think when they launched it, it probably could have been a decent launch if they had more time to work on just the two ports of it, like, one for PC, one for console. I guess that's more than one, because you got Xbox and PlayStation. But, like, the fact that they had to, like, dumb down things and change some of the programming around for I can make those weapons now. But they changed it around so that the older gen consoles could play it. It ruined a lot of stuff. Like, I feel like if they didn't have to work on the older gen consoles, it probably would have worked. In all honesty, that's what I think, anyways. Yeah, exactly. And when and that's the thing that sucked because this was like the pinnacle of the Keanu Reeves hype too, and everybody was like, "Oh my God, Keanu's in it." You know, we love Keanu. Keanu's in it. Like, I can't wait to play this game. This is gonna be fucking awesome. And then the game just fucking tanked. And then everybody's like, "Oh, this game is fucking garbage." I played the game. Like, I played it on stream and I loved it. I had a blast, but that was after. That was after they put it back on the PlayStation Store. Like, after they refunded everybody their money, and they fixed a bunch of things. Like, I had yeah, and that's what sucks because he's I love Keanu's work, and he's such a gem of a person. But friggin' I played it. I didn't have really any bugs. I had one graphics glitch where somebody I killed, their avatar just stretched to ungodly means, and I think it crashed a total of 5 times for the entirety that I played the game. So I had no problems. Stop Mr. Fantastic, I'm confused. I think I missed something. Yeah, like Mr. Fantastic, yes. Okay, now I get what you're saying. But yeah, the avatar just stretched out. So it was a little bit of graphics glitch, but I've seen avatars stretch like that in friggin' in Ark too. I've seen avatars stretch out like that in Ark by accident, when logging out of a server. So it's not like it's something new. That's just a graphics glitch, things like that happen. So I had a grand old time. There was not really any problems from my end at all, and I was glad. It was a grand old time. So I had a lot of fun playing that game. The mechanics were really cool. I did an entire run, absolutely no guns. Just I used a sword. I got a sword, and that's all I used the entire game. And it was fucking a blast. Just cutting people to bits. I was ecstatic. That game was a lot of fun. But people hated on it because they hyped it up, and it wasn't fucking perfect. But, it was rushed out. That's what you get. You rush out a game, and you're not going to get what you're expecting. Don't get me wrong, the graphics were really good, even off launch, besides, the things that would happen that were a little bad. But, fucking, what can you expect from a game that they're going to push out? Exactly. I remember, back in the day when, if something came out... I was hoping I'd hit him with that. When something came out, it came out, and that was it. I've been gaming for fucking ever. I've been gaming since, video games were invented.
So I still had room to grow.
You did.
There's history in the air here. I can smell it.
I don't smell it.
A massive sword with a separate blue blade lodged deep within. The twin relics seem to have profound mystery. Okay. But that's what I mean. I've been gaming since gaming existed, and it used to be at a point where once a game came out, the game came out. There was no adding on to this game. There was no fixing this game. It was what it was. You just dealt with it. And people had fun with the glitches. People would do things purposely for that. Oh no, and exactly like Skyrim, Yeah, exactly. Like, once a game comes out, like, just enjoy it for what it
Don't
is. Like,
encourage him.
you know, fuck, like, why do people have to complain about everything? Like, that's one of the things that I think has ruined a lot of gaming for a lot of people, is they expect too much. Like, especially some of, like, the newer gaming generation, where if it's not, like, the most flawless, beautiful game that exists, then it sucks. And it's just like, what do you fucking mean? Like, some of the best games in existence look absolutely like garbage. They really do. Some of my favorite games to play are absolute trash looking.
I think the animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by now.
Like fucking Final Fantasy? Final Fantasy, like the older ones, are friggin' they don't look good at all. They really don't. Like, don't get me wrong, I love pixel graphics, so I love how they look. But like compared to like the way things look now, my most favorite games are absolute fucking garbage. Ground Fang, Craft. Oh, Hard Shell is that other one that he needs. Oh my god, Stardew Valley is so much fun. Yeah, exactly. The effort behind it is fucking incredible. And, like, you know, people will still sit there and be like, oh, this game is garbage. Like, look at how stupid it looks. And it's like, what the fuck do you mean? But, like, I love stuff like that. Like, it's just like Minecraft. Like, look at Minecraft. Minecraft looks like, you know, and like, you know, besides when you put on the fucking, you know, crazy shaders and stuff like that. But, like, Minecraft looks like fucking garbage. It really does. It's pixels. It's just 3D pixels. That's all it fucking is. But Minecraft is fucking huge.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
I have. But, like, Minecraft is a huge, huge fucking game. Can you imagine if, like, the people who love Minecraft cared about the fucking graphics? That game would have never taken off. Oh, here we go, Mr. Kurtz. Yeah, exactly. Like, Minecraft is really... Like, the only thing I wish is that the RPG aspects for Minecraft were a little bit bigger. Like, there's not a huge, huge story to it. There's, like, a lot to it. Like, don't get me wrong, there's so much to Minecraft. Like, because, you know, you're there, you're trying to fight... You're trying to kill the Ender Dragon, you know, so you gotta go to the Nether, you gotta do all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. But, like, there's not really, like, a lot that tells you that's what you're supposed to do, or how you're supposed to get there, kind of thing. Which I think would be a little bit better to, explain it. Unless, like, I've started the game every single time wrong. But, like, that's one of the, like, but, like, Minecraft is just, like fun in general. Like, I haven't played it in quite some time, mind you. But, like, like, especially if you get, like, a couple, like, really good friends to, like, get in there, like, Minecraft is a beast of a game. Come on, come on. Here we go. Yeah, Minecraft is a beast of a game. Like, it's like, I guess not impossible. You can not like any game at all. Oh, exactly. Like, I don't think I've ever fought the Ender Dragon in Minecraft. I've never beaten Minecraft. Like, I just sit there, I mine, I fight monsters, I build stuff.
Hold up. Is this as valuable as I think it is?
And then some people just sit there and they play creative mode and just build the most, like, amazing things. Like, they just sit there and, like, you know, they use the pixel technology and, like... Exactly, like, some people sit there and they not even craft things, but they build like amazing like works of art. Like, I love pixel art so much because like I grew up in the days when pixels were like the big thing. You know, when you went from friggin' 16-bit to like 64-bit and stuff like that. And like the 64-bit just added so much to an image. And that's kind of why I enjoy games like this, where, don't get me wrong, this game is absolutely fucking gorgeous. But it's not realistic. Like, these aren't realistic looking avatars. Like, they're not built to look like real people. They're supposed to be anime related. They're supposed to be, you know, funky colored. And that's what I fucking love about it, because it makes it so that they look amazing, but like they're not pressed to be like, oh my god, this has to be the most realistic looking game ever. It's just like, you know, have a good time. Like, have a good time, play the game, and just, you know, go. Keep seeing the pop-ups for my like automated things, and I'm like, oh, somebody's talking. Oh my god, Ni no Kuni was great. I have played 1 and 2. I've beaten 1 and 2, sorry. But that's just like Miyazaki. Like, Miyazaki's creations, like his artwork and his art style, are also another thing that's beautiful. Even though some things look really like weird, like the monsters and some of the characters and stuff like that, they're weird looking. Like friggin' I can't remember his name because I haven't played it in a while, but like the fucking nose guy from Ni no Kuni looks weird as all fuck, and like nobody can say otherwise. He's weird, but like,
what's this thing?
But that's the aesthetic. Yeah, Lantern Nose Man. But like, it's the same thing with One Piece. Like, a lot of people don't like One Piece because a lot of the characters are weird looking. Thought I heard something weird. But like, a lot of the characters are weird looking, and I get that. Like, art style can really throw you off of something. It really can. There's a couple animes that I went to watch because they, like, I heard they were absolutely phenomenal. But like, I couldn't sit there and watch the art style because I was like, because like a lot of times, like, people sit there and think that because that's the art style of something that somebody created, that they can't draw. I gotta open something to eat because I'm fucking dying and I don't know why. I think it might be food related this time as opposed to just beverage related. But like One Piece, like, his art style is absolutely like nuts. Like, it's crazy. It really is.
Those bombs of yours are amazing.
Who needs a gun when you can send them flying?
And in all honesty, it throws a lot of people off. There's a lot of people that just won't even bother. It's the same with like the length of it. Like, I feel like the length of it is the big thing. Oh, fucking Chopper. The funny thing is, which I'm very, very proud of, is when a lot of stuff is coming out with like new live action One Piece and like the character choices, and the creator of One Piece actually said where everyone in the Straw Hat crew would be from if they were in the real world, and the Reindeer Chopper